All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on this short that you see on your screen right here. Now it says Trump was definitely not supposed to say this. Now he basically reveals the oil crisis timeline. All right, he tells you that we only got like 4 weeks of oil left. Now, economists been blowing the whistle on this already, saying that the United States only has about up until July 4th before they reach tank bottoms. And then you want to really start to see things go upside down. All right. Now, what does it mean to be at tank bottom? That means that they have reached critical levels, critical lows in their strategic oil reserves. All right. Their inventory. This means that they'll have to start rationing gas and things of this nature, and you're going to see a sharp increase in gas prices. What is this going to start making people do? They're going to start making gas runs. You know how people make bank runs? If there was a glitch in the system, people will feel like they need to take their money out of the bank, so they make bank runs. And what would the bank do? They'll shut the bank down because they don't have enough physical money to give all of their customers, man. So they'll shut it down and be like, you can't get your bread. We only can give you but a certain amount. All right, people are going to start doing gas runs. All right, but when these reservoirs hit the bottom, they're not going to be able to refill until like days later. So people will not have gas. What is this going to do to unemployment? It's going to increase unemployment, man. People are not just going to not be able to get to work. The police are not going to be able to make responses, man, on domestic violence, for grape juice cases, for theft, arson, battery, assault, murder. They're not going to be able to respond how they need to respond. Not just them, EMS, Pafford, or an ambulance, or the fire department. So you're talking about chaos. You're talking about bedlam, as Trump is going to say, and we're going to get that definition as well. And this reminds me of the precept when they say peace and safety, which people are saying right now. They believe that a deal can still be hashed out. As a matter of fact, on Trump's birthday, they said peace and safety. All right. And I know you don't want to hear this precept because this is a famous precept. But like the brother Karatazar says all the time, we're going to continue to bring out these precepts. Just like you're going to continue to see previews to a movie until that movie comes out. So we're going to continue to give the same word. We're going to continue to be repetitive until the King comes. All right. So let's get 1 Thessalonians 5:3, and we read, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right. So you see people saying peace and safety right now. All right, sudden destruction is about to hit, and people don't even know about the strategic oil reserves or things of this nature. They have no idea. They believe that Trump got a plan. So they're saying peace and safety, but that sudden destruction is going to come, and they're not going to be able to escape the destruction, just like that woman cannot escape those labor pains. All right. So what should you be doing, Israel? What should you be doing? Well, let's get Ecclesiasticus, aka Sirach 7 and 5. Let me see, 5 and 7. We read, make no tarry to turn to the Lord. You're not supposed to be waiting to turn to the Lord, to clean your acts up, to get the law, statutes, and commandments locked and loaded so you can practice them, man. Don't wait. All right. And put not off from day to day. Right. Don't wait and kick the can. Like this truth is a can that you just kick down the street. All right. Why? For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. When you think you got everything figured out, everything makes sense in the way that you thinking about it. Now you think, you good. Well, the Lord will take you out, man. Do you know if a cyber attack hits, if an oil crisis hits, all of this, if it hits, which if I was a betting man, I say it's about to hit and it's right around the corner. Matter of fact, it's right up the street. I'm looking at it. Your status at the job, your status CEO of this or your businesses and all that, you will be nothing very, very soon. All right? Because of the shifting of, the one world order, the old world order into the new world order, man. All right? So, what should you be doing? Practicing the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities. Salaki, if I seem a little distracted right now, I am on the job. So, let me hurry up and we're going to play this.
Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it, and you want to see Bedlam? Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it, and you want to see Bedlam? Also, we...
Uh-oh. That's Trump out of his own mouth, man. In 4 weeks. And that was about, how long ago was that? This was uploaded about 5 days ago. But this was before, this was being talked about like months ago. That around July 4th, that it was pretty much over. So let's get Bedlam. This definition of Bedlam. Bedlam refers to a state or scene of wild uproar, chaos, and confusion. It is often used to describe places filled with overwhelming noise and disorder, such as a packed stadium or a last-minute win in a chaotic trading floor. But in this case, it will be because the economy is collapsing and people don't know where they're going to get their next piece of food or their next swig of water. And this is where we get 2 Ezra 15 about people spoiling each other's houses and neighbors having no pity on their neighbors. Why? Because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. We get Isaiah 13. All right? 2 Ezra 6:22, the famine. Come on now, man. If I was a betting man, I'd say that this whole Strait of Hormuz thing is being used as the catalyst to push for the New World Order agenda. This is better than disease. This is better than everything, man. You can reset everything with this. And don't forget, Trump has put the great global reset. He said world's greatest reset as he tweeted him pressing a big red button that was put on the earth. Anyway, I hope it's edifying. I got to get up out of here. I am on the job. Hope it's edifying. Hope you can take something from this. With that, I'm saying shalom.